Have you ever complained about a weather report being wrong? Well, in ancient China, bad weather could literally cost people their lives. And so sometimes the government tried to negotiate with the sky. Or they just yelled at it. Or they fired cannons at it? Part 1. Angry Skies. China was an agrarian society for thousands of years, which basically just means they were a bunch of farmers. And in that way, they were definitely not unique. All over the world, for much of our history, we were all farmers. Our ancestors lived off the fat of the land, which sounds idyllic to our modern ears. But they were at the mercy of the weather much more than we are today. And that meant if there was no rain, there were no plants and no food. So when drought hit, people naturally thought, uh-oh, heaven must be mad at us. In early times, I mean really early, before anything resembling modern science, people believed disasters were heavenly punishments, and the only solution they had was rituals. Offering food, playing music, dancing, and sometimes a sacrifice. Yep, imagine calling customer service for the weather and the representative says, "Have you tried throwing a priest on a bonfire?" Part 2. Burn the Witch. Ancient documents from the Shang dynasty, over 3,000 years ago, mention something called burning the rain witch. A rain witch was a special priestess believed to control the rain. And if she failed to bring the rain, she became a sacrificial offering. Talk about a hostile work environment. And if the sacrifice didn't work, well then the king himself had to step up, so he'd better hope it worked. Part 3. Royal Barbecue. There's a famous legend about King Tang, founder of the Shang dynasty. Once, a mega drought lasted 7 years. People were hungry, rivers dried up, and all the usual rituals failed. A priest told the king, "Only a human sacrifice can fix this." And King Tang said, "I rule for the people, I can't sacrifice them. If someone must be burned, let it be me." So the king bathed, dressed in white robes, sat on a pile of firewood, and right when he was about to become a royal barbecue, rain suddenly poured down, extinguishing the fire. I bet the king let out a sigh of relief when that happened. Part 4. Sacrificial Sunburn. Eventually people decided, maybe this whole human barbecue thing is a bit extreme. So instead, rulers started sun-drying themselves in public. Sacrifice with a barbecue was too much, but turning people into jerky was okay. People can be strange. The leader was placed under the blazing sun for hours or days as a sign of responsibility. "Dear heaven, look at how sweaty I am. Please send rain." And sometimes it worked. Or more likely, it was a coincidence, and the rain simply arrived. And people took credit for it because of confirmation bias. Part 5. Old Man Yells at Cloud. By the Han Dynasty, 2,000 years ago, a new idea appeared. If something goes wrong with nature, the emperor must admit fault. So emperors wrote dramatic public letters called self-blame edicts, saying, "Dear heaven, I'm sorry I messed up. Please stop punishing the people." It's basically the ancient version of sending a long apology email to the whole company. But to the sky. Part 6. Negging the Gods. By the Tang and Song dynasties, scholars and poets joined the rain-making business. One famous poet official, Bai Ji, wrote a rain-making prayer letter that went like this. "People are suffering, it's bad. Fine, I admit it, it's partly my fault. Dear rain god, you're great, powerful, handsome, so please send rain. If you don't, it's kind of embarrassing for you, right?" This is the ancient Chinese version of a polite threat, threatening the gods. A bold strategy. I wonder how it played out for them. Part 7. Nobody is irreplaceable. During the Song dynasty, the government made rainmaking an official procedure, with a nice clear order of operations. No rain? Pray to the rain god. Still no rain? Promise a nice bribe, like upgrading the temple. Still nothing? Fire the god and find a new one. Get rid of the statue too. Let's make that useless god homeless. I'm not sure firing the rain god is gonna get him on your side, but it's worth a shot. Part 8. A divine hostage situation. By the Ming and Qing dynasties, almost every major temple had a rain god. But of course, sometimes it still didn't rain. And when that happened, people got frustrated. Really frustrated. European missionaries in the 1800s reported seeing Chinese officials locking up the Dragon King statue with chains for dereliction of duty. Remember, it's a Chinese dragon, divine water spirit rather than demonic fire fiend. Imagine walking into a temple and seeing the god of rain in handcuffs crying, "I'm innocent! The forecast said 60% chance of rain." Part 9. The general who slapped the Dragon King. Now we reach the grand finale. In 1925, warlord Jiang Shongchang ruled Shandong. A drought hit. He prayed, but nothing happened. So he marched into the Dragon King temple, pointed at the statue, and slapped it. Not symbolically, actual slaps, while yelling, "You useless Dragon King, trying to starve my people." It still didn't rain. So then he issued a public warning to heaven. If it doesn't rain in 3 days, I will go to war with the sky. 3 days later, still no rain. So he rolled out cannons and fired them into the clouds. And unbelievably, it started raining that night. Newspapers reported it everywhere. So I guess, as the old saying goes, it's not stupid if it works. Part 10. The philosophy of rainmaking. It's very interesting to see how over time people's attitudes towards the rain has evolved. It started with humans prostrating themselves before the divine, hoping to win favour from unpredictable forces of nature. But as society went on and people became more and more secure in their position in the world, they started to demand the gods do their job properly and live up to their half of the spiritual contract. If we summarize 3,000 years of rain-making philosophy, it might go something like this. If you work, we'll worship you. If you don't, we'll complain. Loudly. And then find new gods. People were extremely sincere, but also extremely practical. You want offerings? Sure, but only if you deliver the product. It was the original performance-based contract.